You might be familiar with these products right here. This is the Apple keyboard in space gray. This costs about $150, and other than the fact that it is completely wireless and admittedly it looks good, there's really nothing else going on for it. I mean, the keys don't even light up when you press on them. The same goes for the Apple Magic Mouse. Yes, I like the way it looks. Yes, I think it's made and designed beautifully, but it's the most unergonomic mouse I've ever used. And this cost $100. So why did I pay over $250 for these two items? Well, for one, they're made specifically for Apple products. And in my head, somehow that's just better. Second is they do look nice. And third, actually there's no third, which puts me in a rather sad position. Because for that much money, I don't know, I guess I kind of just wish that they offered a little bit more. This is the new Logitech Master Series. Although when I say new, it's mostly the new marketing theme, which is Mastered for Macs. How do I know this? Well, this time you have a dedicated button for the Command and Option keys, which can only be found in Macs, and it's also written on the back. Actually, the Master Series has been around for a while now, but this time they're finished in this space gray color, which is kind of Apple's thing. According to Logitech, the Master Series for Mac have been truly designed, developed, and engineered with Mac users in mind. That's me. Although the keyboard is slightly higher, it still has a slim and compact design. It feels substantial in the hands, and just like my old Craft keyboard, also made by Logitech, I like the way the keys feel. They don't feel as shallow as Apple's keyboards, and yes, the keys actually light up. It has a proximity sensor so that when your hands approach the keyboard, it activates. All the buttons that I expect to see on my MacBook Pro's keyboard are present. Volume control, brightness control, and so on. Oh, and by the way, these keys are programmable, so that's something an Apple keyboard can't do. The MX Master 3 feels familiar to me, since the previous iteration, the MX Master 2S, is my favorite mouse. This version 3 is slightly more comfortable to use, it has a slightly better design and use of materials, and is also slightly lighter. Now all these little changes make an already great mouse even better. The steel finish on this magnetic scroll make it feel a lot more premium. It's fast, near silent, and you can switch between line-by-line scrolling or free spin by pressing this button. Just like its predecessor, this mouse has some gesture features built in by pressing down on your thumb and moving the mouse in a certain direction, although not as intuitive as I would like. Underneath the mouse, you'll find a button in which you push to switch between paired computers or devices. And joy of joys, they've finally switched to a USB-C. I mentioned that you can customize these buttons depending on your needs. You do this by installing Logitech's Logi Options app, which gives you access to a ton of different settings. You can install certain profiles so that your peripherals behave differently depending on what app you are using, such as Photoshop or Microsoft Excel, for example. but they also have a feature that's pretty cool, and it's called Flow. Flow lets you seamlessly move your mouse from one computer to the other. You can copy and paste between computers, and what's impressive is that it works between Macs and Windows. If these combined features, good looks, and premium build quality aren't enough for Mac users to make the switch, then price might just be the final deciding factor. Both keyboard and mouse are priced at $99 each. And considering all that you get, I'd say that's a pretty good bargain. That's why I'm replacing my Apple keyboard and mouse with Logitech's new MX Master Series. Thanks again for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I would very much appreciate it if you could like this video and maybe subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate the support. I'm also inviting you to check out my podcast with fellow creative Chelsea Horn. We call it the Coffee with Creators podcast. We basically dive into the world of social media influencing and talk about other creative topics that I think you'll enjoy. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. That too. Like always, everything that I've discussed and maybe shown in this video will be down in the description below so that you can find them fairly easily. So I'll see you guys around in the next video. But until then, stay safe and take care of each other.